Hey friends, today I'm going to share my personal take to this most frequently asked question to me. It is kung mahirap pa talaga maghanap ng work sa New Zealand. And this is my personal take as someone who has been an international student and who has worked casual and part-time and as someone who experienced it by myself. And take note, gusto ko lang magsabi ng disclaimer na this is my personal take. So better as well, do your research because yung experience ko, pwedeng hindi naman din naranasan ng ibang mga content creators or somebody who's been in New Zealand. So better do your research as well. Gusto ko lang magkaroon ng ganong disclaimer. But for myself, to answer this question, yes, hindi madaling maghanap ng work sa New Zealand, especially if you're a foreigner. Bakit ko nasabi yun? Imagine, you will be starting in another country as a foreigner. And they're also looking for, let's say, New Zealand work experience. Kaya nagkakaroon ng hindi madali friction kasi you don't have yet their related na work experience sa New Zealand. I hope I'm making myself clear. Also, kung international student ka at magsisimula ka sa New Zealand, madali namang maghanap ng work kung casual or part-time jobs yung ita-target mo. Pero kung if you are aiming for full-time job, hindi siya nagiging madali kasi the employers are looking for valuable employees that they are willing to entrust sa job position. And also, they are also keeping in mind na hindi na nila kailangan isipin yung visa mo when you are applying in their company. What I am trying to say, usually kasi yung iba gusto ng working visa but not all employers are willing to give that work visa. Yun yung observation ko. At the same time, yung employers kino-consider din nila na dapat yung full-time position na yun is something na kung kaya naman ng isang citizen or residents or locals, yun na lang yung iko-consider nila other than considering a foreigner to do the job. Those are my personal observations kung bakit hindi madali maghanap ng work sa New Zealand. And if you're going to ask me kung paano ko malalaman Faith yung mga work na available sa New Zealand, we just have to go to this website, seek.co.nz. In that website, you will know kung ano yung mga commonly job hiring or posting na hinahanap nila. And you will also get ideas on what are they looking for through the job description. And if you're going to ask me as an international student, how did I start my journey in the job application? And with my experience, I only have casual and part-time job experiences. It is because I was studying and hindi madaling maghanap ng full-time job based from my profile. Kasi based from my observation, ang job na in demand sa New Zealand are those that are in farming or trade skilled jobs like carpentry, plumbing, and of course, kahit namang anong bansa, healthcare ay in demand na trabaho yan anywhere in the world. You know me, my background is more of in the sales and marketing. Maraming competition sa ganung field. Based from my observation, based from my experience, yung casual and part-time jobs ko, nakuha ko siya through the following referrals and also applying online. Malaking bagay kasi that you are being referred by somebody sa New Zealand kasi they value other people's recommendation. Hindi naman most of the time, hindi naman laging nangyayari, pero yung ibang mga referral system works. With my job hunting, sobrang nakatulong din yung online na searching, which is yung seek.co.nz. Kasi dito ko rin nahanap yung job ko as a perfume ambassador. Ang
Wow.
mindset mo dapat if you're applying for a job, let's say, lalo na pag international student ka, tapos magsisimula ka sa ibang bansa, ang lagi mong iisipin, no matter what job it is, you are looking for a New Zealand experience or working experience. And also at the same time, yung part-time or casual job mo will just be the means para makabuild ka rin ng network mo and at the same time, you are earning for your weekly expenses. Yes, you heard it right. Mahal ang cost of living sa New Zealand. Kaya as a humble beginning, I did that too. I took risk and started from the scratch. If you are watching me even before I've been an assistant kitchen hand, worked in the cinema, worked in the hotel, worked in a convenience store. That's how I started my journey. And at some point, I also worked as a babysitter for me to earn a living for my weekly expenses. And that's okay. You just have to bear in mind that this is just the beginning. And also bear in mind, hindi naman lahat ng tao same ng experience as myself. And with that being said, how will you be ready in the job or workforce in New Zealand? My golden advice is that you have to you have to gain working experiences, relevant working experiences. You have to be a valuable employee in your previous companies. And you also have to make sure that the job you are doing is in demand in the country where you are going. For example, I was an IT professional for 15 years. This is just for an example, okay? As I am looking in the job market of New Zealand, being in the IT field is something that's also in demand to them. Or what are the usual job description that they are putting in the job hiring? You should bear in mind that you also have to upgrade your skills even if hindi ka pa nag-work sa New Zealand. You have to make sure that you are upgrading your skills every now and then and also match your skill based from the job description sa hiring ng New Zealand para mas mabilis kang ma-hire. But again, that's not a guarantee. This is just based from my observation that you have to consider your skills prior going to the country that you really wanted to go or you really wanted to work para nawawala yung thought na mahirap nga maghanap ng work. Kasi hindi natin nakikita yung what's in it that I can offer with what they are needing. Nakikita natin yung gap and we can fill in the gap. Kasi hindi naman natin makokontrol kung anong in-demand work sa New Zealand. Ang makokontrol natin is what's our skill? Doon tayo mag-focus. If you're going to ask me if how many job applications and interviews ang pinagdaanan ko before I land a job as an international student, you wouldn't believe. I submitted 90 plus job applications before I landed 3 interviews, if I'm not mistaken. And I landed 2 jobs. Ano yung jobs na yun? Casual jobs in the kitchen and casual job as a perfume ambassador. Yung dalawa na yun kasi casual work siya kaya pinagsabay ko kasi hindi naman din fixed yung schedule nila. So I have to earning for my weekly expenses nga. What's the hardest part if there's no response or there's no New Zealand work experience? The hardest part is that, well, of course, una wala kang work. It takes time for you to wait kung ano ba talaga yung trabaho na maglaland sa'yo since you don't have New Zealand experience. But here's the thing, kung meron kang work visa or open work visa, ang maganda lang na pwedeng mangyari is you can work to any employers. Kung may work visa ka, it's easier for you to get hired kasi hindi na problema ng employer yung visa mo. But don't expect that they are willing to sponsor you for residency kung yun man yung habol mo. Because it really depends sa employers. Hindi naman natin hawak ang desisyon nila and at the same time, immigration rules changes as well. So, hindi natin hawak kung ano yung mga immigration rules. Kung wala kang work visa, doon nagiging mahirap yung job hunting as well. Kasi hindi nga lahat ng employers are willing to sponsor work visa not unless they are seeing you as a valuable employee. Always remember that. Ano yung ginawa ko para ma-realize na I have to change my strategy kung hindi pa ako natatanggap sa trabaho? I mentioned it a while ago that you have to build your New Zealand work experience slowly. You have to build it na kung ano yung trabaho na nandyan for you for now, tanggapin mo para makabuild ka rin ng New Zealand work experience and also New Zealand community or network. Malaking bagay yun. Pero syempre, hindi naman tayo laging, o sige, kung ano na lang yung nandyan, tatanggapin ko. You also have to make sure that you know how to market yourself. You also complement to what the employers need para mas madali kang matanggap. Changes the game at mas mapapabilis na matanggap ka sa trabaho. Hindi madaling paghahanap ng work ay something na pinagdadaanan ng lahat. Yes. Nakuha nyo na yung golden nugget ng video na to na if you will just prove to the employer that you are a valuable employee to them, yung experience mo would also speak na you are more than qualified than anyone else. That will change the game na magiging madali sa'yo to find the work sa New Zealand. As we end, what's that one piece of advice that I can give you if you are planning to work as an international student or if you are trying to think that you wanted to work to New Zealand. All I can say is, para hindi ka kabado-bente sa paghahanap ng work, you have to make sure that you have an appropriate visa. What I am saying, if you have the work visa, for sure, the employer will not be stressed out para sponsoran ka. But if you wanted that an employer will sponsor you for a work visa, just make sure, at paulit-ulit ko nang sinabi to sa video na to, na yung trabaho mo ay in demand and you have accumulated relevant working experiences para hindi ka ma-zero. Kahit din international student ka, if hindi ka pa rin nagkaroon ng experience sa workforce, at some point, parang natatalo ka din sa laban eh. Konti lang yung panglaban mo kasi nga kulang pa yung work experience mo. And tatanungin mo ako, ilan bang relevant working experience yung dapat na meron ako? For me, at least 3 years, 3 to 5 years. At least naranasan mo man lang mag-work para may mailalagay ka sa CV mo na meron kang enough working experience, nakapag-work ka naman. Hindi yung pupunta ka sa New Zealand na wala ka talagang alam na trabaho. But then again, hindi ko naman i-disqualify yung mga taong wala talagang working experience. This is just based from being more prepared sa laban na haharapin mo if you're going to another country to work. I hope that makes this video clear. And if you have any clarifications, questions, and if you wanted to have a one-on-one coaching with me, I have my email in the description box. And of course, don't forget to get a WISE card if you're planning to work in New Zealand para kung magsisimula ka man mag-work or mamuhay tapos wala kang bank account, meron kang WISE card where you can transfer Philippine peso to New Zealand dollars. Meron kang fund to spend. And I hope this video helps. Thank you so much.